Hello, and because I'm recording this gone 10 o'clock on a Friday night when I've just finished work. One second. Mature drinks. Okay, so I'm going to do a review, and this is official time. So I'm going to do, let me just try and pan this down a little bit. I don't know if that's right or not, whatever. I'm going to do a review on Studio Series Deluxe Hightower. Is it Hightower? Pretty sure it's Hightower. And it is a little crane dude. Caterpillar tracks, little cab, and an arm that goes up and down. Oh, should be an opening thing, but doesn't because it's small. I imagine how this is supposed to work would be there are wires from like a winch kind of thing, like really powerful winch. They go up through this standing piece, through the little loops there, and they're attached to the top of the crane, and that's what pulls it up and down. Well, obviously, they're not going to put a tiny piece of string on it because they'd snap and it'd be stupid. So they've left it as this, and it's nice enough. It's got a big fat bum on it, but other than that, it's fine. It's a nice enough little thing. And if you're so inclined, you can have it go like a dinosaur. I swear that's the first can I've opened. Anyway, I mean, it's nice enough little detail and stuff like that, but it's fine. And I think the fact they've only had this figure the way it is simply because the one on the little Revenge of the Fallen set where they had the 8, it's where they made a few of the Constructicons, but I think this was on that, and it wasn't anything else. Was it on? No, before the small one, there was the big one that didn't individual robots. There you go. Me being silly, apologies. But it's nice enough. Size comparison. Here is my knockoff Scavenger? No, Scrapper. Scrapper, there you go. Now, this is a Voyager, this is a Deluxe, and this is a KO, but still perfectly good quality. And so, yes, it's Deluxe. Nothing super exciting. But it's a nice enough thing, in all honesty. Now for transformation. And this thing gets a bit weird. So for argument's sake, we're just going to shove this up out of the way. Just bring this up a little bit, because I shouldn't have brought it down. That'll do it, raise it up a bit, there you go. What we're going to do is get these track pieces and pull them out to the side. Pull them out to the side. We turn it up. Okay. We're going to, at this point here, where this nice big pin is, where this big obvious hinge system is, we're going to first get that little tab from that slot there. So let's get there, tab from there, and fold these like that. Like that. Okay. This is one where theoretically you could start motion it transforming straight from this mode without any like it falling on its face or going upside down or anything, because it does kind of work. Whether I can stop motion that is a completely different matter, because my stop motion skills are very entry level at best. Now what we need to do is just wriggle this side piece loose, just loose. Don't have to get it out, just loose. Okay. Fold that out of the way. Fold that out of the way. And get this piece and fold it up. These slots here, there are tabs on the inside. So you need to pop those loose and fold that all the way over the top, where these tabs will go into these slots. Catch any of this? Right, good. Okie dokie. So we've got, believe it or not, we're about halfway there. And if you wanted, you could stop it there. Or you have it like a animated strong arm and just have him drive on tracks like that. Actually, most of the animated Cybertronic vehicles did that. Weird. So what we need to do, which this is already trying to do, is we need to fold these pieces around. Okay, just fold it out for now. When we're doing that, we're going to pull this big grey tab out of that slot there. And there's one on each side, so we'll pull this one out. There you go. You may have to move these out of the way if you want. You don't strictly have to for now. So we got that. There, it's done. What do you think? No. These, you need to basically swivel here so they're all down. Rotate this out. And then, see, I think it's supposed to go on like this. It's this combination, but I'll get into it in a minute more towards the robot mode. I'm going to fold it around, close that in. There's a big peg sticking out here that goes into that hole. Where am I? That one. There you go. Leg like that. Fold it around, tab it in, rotate it up. So instead of being that, which is the front of the cab, I'm going to stand it up. Get this and out. That hinge there, you know where that screw is? Actually hinge this, and you can slide it through to get it to go further back, so it's a bit more in place and kind of connects with that, so it's not such a big thing just there. Now this thing, I think these are supposed to go like that, so you can see all this on the outside. But I've always kind of liked them like that. But then they're a bit hollow from this side. So I think they're supposed to be like this, so it's all covered up. And so those are the legs. These little things here are the arms. And then you get the head and it just sort of pokes out like that. That's him in robot mode. You can, go on, extend the head all the way out like this. But I think that's for the combined mode, believe it or not. So I think you're supposed to just leave him kind of like that, with the head sticking out. And you can use this as like a little extra hand. He's got these little hands. And let's just get this out of the way. It's weird. It's really, really weird. It's not pretty. It's really, really ugly. But I kind of love it for it. It's completely unique. You've not had a Transformer like this before, or at least not a good one. And it's a really nice looking face on it, like really nice face on it. Bear in mind this is an official one, rather than all the other Constructicons I've got, which are KOs. This is the only official one I've got. It's got this nice little framework, little metallic paint underneath, these little weird T-Rex arms that are completely pointless. And this big over-the-top compensation claw. A bit of alliteration. Compensation claw. Yeah, he's got the joint there, in and out, swivel, hinge, in and out. So you can get him in some really beastie poses. Yeah. Get him into all kind of poses, and heads on a ball joint and that big neck and the claw. Get him into all kinds of poses. You just can, because he's got joints everywhere in his legs anyway. And he's odd. Very, very odd creature. And again, love him for it. But that's one thing they did really well with these Constructicons. They all look really different. And they all are just what they need to be, really. That, you know, can't wait to have the full set. Speaking of which, I've ordered the last two from Surtoys. So in like a month or a month and a half, 2 months, however long it takes, because of the international postage and, you know, because I'm a cheapskate. To be fair, I bought two, like one Voyager, one Leader. It's not super cheap. I mean, even Surtoys prices, it's still a bit of like, ooh, hurts the wallet. But yeah, he's a weird figure, honestly weird. Size comparison, because this is, you know, the only fair way to compare a Deluxe. Leader class overload. Yeah, these guys are deluxes. Yeah, he's deluxe. He's a leader. What do you want from me? This is the scale they've got. But this team's going to look fantastic when they're together. Just so mishmash and weird and wacky. And why are you on your knees always so wibbly? Stand up a bit more straight. There you go. There you go. So, you're alright. Yeah, you're alright. Fist bump? Sure. Bro fist. It's been a long week. Leave me alone. No, this team's going to be fantastic. Especially because I've got both legs being Rampage and Long Haul. I've got him, which is the entire waist section, which is Overload. I've got Scrapper, which is the right hand. I've got him and Scrap Metal, which are the left hand. He, for anyone who doesn't know, makes the thumb and wrist part, which is what this is. This is the wrist, as on Scrapper here. And then I've got Scavenger, being the big stupid two-wheelie thing from the beginning of Revenge of the Fallen, which makes basically the upper body and shoulders, which will connect to these two, and him. And then there's Mixed Master that slaps on top and makes the head and has this bit attached to him to actually give him the proper film-accurate neck. It's going to be good. Looking forward to that. It's going to be very, very good. Now, I've got a beer to drink, and my food's in the oven, so I'm going to get on with this, I think. So, yes, Studio Series, official. I dare say the KO, if you get one from Surtoys or wherever, I dare say the KO is going to be exactly the same quality, if not better. You know, they're good. They are, honestly. But, yeah, official Studio Series Hightower. He's very weird, but A, he's part of a combiner, so you need him, and B, at least he's different. He's not just the same thing. He's not just like a repaint of Optimus or Hound or what are they repainting all the time? The what's called Siege Sideswipe. They've repainted that into a million things. So. Yeah, he's good. I like him. I'm gonna go. So, I should be ugly. I should be wretched. I shall see all of you. Look back. All of you. In the next one. Bye. Bye.